Guten Erev Shabbos Kodesh, Parshas Bamidbar here in Yerushalayim, 5779. So in Parsha, right at the beginning, Kodesh Baruch Hu telling Moshe to count the people of Klal Yisrael, the Mishpachos. Bnei Reuven, Bnei Shimon, Levi, Yehuda, Yisachar, Zvulun, Dan Naphtali, Gad, Rashi, Yosef, Binyamin, right? And Yosef is their family. Menashe, don't count Levi. Levi is a separate count. You know, so there's two things going here, is what I saw, what I noticed. Kodesh Baruch Hu doesn't say count how many people are coming to Shacharis in the morning. Doesn't say count how many people are keeping kosher or putting on tefillin. Count them by their family. And yes, there's different shvatim, and every shevet has their tafkid and their purpose and what they're supposed to do in this world. And Yisachar is not supposed to do the same thing as Zvulun, and Zvulun is not supposed to do the same thing as Yisachar. And Reuven is not supposed to do the same thing as Binyamin. Each one, Yaakov Avinu sat before at the end of Sefer Bereshis, a long time ago, right? We have all Sefer Shemais and Vayikra in the middle. But at the end of Sefer Bereshis, Yaakov Avinu sat with each of the Shvatim, Al Pi Ruach Kodshay, and he explained to them, and he told them, this is what you're going to do, and this is what you're going to do. And each one of them has their tafkid and what they're supposed to do. There's different families have had different tafkidim over the years in Klal Yisrael, not just in 1 year, not just in 10 years, over centuries. There were certain people that, they were Chashiv Talmid Chachamim, and they passed on to Chashiv Talmid Chachamim, to Chashiv Talmid Chachamim, Dor Achar Dor. And that's just what their pekuda is. And then there were other people that were zeichet for HaKadosh Baruch Hu to give them a lot of wealth, and they were mechanech their children in a proper way, and they gave, and their children give, and their grandchildren give, and that's their family. There are the Yisachars, there are the Zvulans, and there's the Shevet HaLevi, a separate situation. But in Klal Yisrael, every single person is counted. There's not one that's not counted. Aleph to Taf, top to bottom. There's no count everybody except. Count everybody except those that were involved in the Egel. We don't see that. It's not there. It's not there in the Torah. You know why it's not there in the Torah? Because it's not a cheshbon. It's not a calculation. Because every single yid counts, and every single yid is special, and every single yid has their purpose and what they're supposed to be doing in this world that HaKadosh Baruch Hu has created, and created this person with the tafkid and with a purpose to be in the world to do what he needs to do. And that may not be the same thing you need to do. And you can't get upset at him for doing what he needs to do, because you need to do what you need to do. You do what you have to do, and he'll do what he has to do. Rock. So we always say this as Mordechai and David has a song, and it's a mimer brought down that Asher HaKadosh Baruch Hu Lasses Mochel LaTzadikim. It's going to come a day very soon. That's Hashem. Let it be tomorrow. Figure out it. Let Hashem figure out how to work out the Mashiach came on a Friday when he shouldn't come on a Friday. Figure it out, Hashem. Right? Let it be tomorrow. But Asir HaKadosh Baruch Hu Lasses Mochel LaTzadikim. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is going to make a circle for all the tzaddikim in the world. The Kol Echad Maribetz Boy. Hashem Kivinu Bar. The Gilov in Israel. Right? And they're all going to be pointing their finger towards the middle and saying, there is HaKadosh Baruch Hu, the one we've been working and yearning and working towards. Now, if you have a circle, right? There's a circle. And there's a circle, right? and you have one person on this circle and the other person on this side of the circle. And they're both pointing to the middle. Wow, look at that. They're pointing in opposite directions. Rak. It may look like he's doing a totally different avodah than you, and it makes no sense to you. That's fine. It doesn't have to. Your avodah has to make sense to you, and his avodah has to make sense to him. You'll both keep kosher and Shabbos and Tefillin, and you learn Torah. You may learn a different malach in learning. That's fine. You may have a different way of davening. That's fine. But you're davening. That's beautiful. And that's what HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants. Every shevet has their tafkid, passed down from father to son. And every single member of the tribe is counted. Because every single member has intrinsic value in the eyes of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. HaKadosh Baruch Hu needs Moshe Rabbeinu to count. Klal Yisrael, he doesn't know. He's burial-matic. He's l'chol abrum. Also, if HaKadosh Baruch Hu wasn't involved, and any minute fraction of a second in the runnings of the world would fall apart and turn into Toyu Vavayu. And he needs Moshe Rabbeinu to count. He created every one of those neshamas. And he also takes back the ones he takes back. He decrees when they go and when they come. So what does he need? He knows how many are out of the bank of neshamas in Shemayim, in Klal Yisrael. What does he need Moshe Rabbeinu to count for? What's the lesson he's teaching us, through Moshe Rabbeinu? That every single one is counted. And it doesn't matter who you are and how far you've gone. You're one of the tribe. And you're important. Not only in the eyes of Klal Yisrael, but you're most importantly important, whether you see it or not, in the eyes of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Thank you so much for listening. As always, any questions, comments, or feedback, you can leave them in the comment section below. Have a Heilig Azisa sweet, wonderful, delicious Shabbos.